Unit 6, Solving Quadratics. For B-Day students, it will be due on December 9th, and for A-Day students, it will be due on December 10th. You'll begin by taking the Unit 6 Pre-Assessment Part 1 on Canvas. Record your given level here. Write your role and goals for this unit in the lines provided. Complete the practice in this packet and/or online for a practice grade. Complete cherry quizzes for quiz grades. You'll follow the module list. The minimum requirements for this is to complete the assigned problems of the packet and complete one cherry quiz per part. More points for more progress. Part 1 is all about solving the quadratic equations. Part 2 is factoring. Part 3 is operations. And then the last part is revisiting Unit 5 characteristics with completing the square. So go ahead and write your role for your group and then the goals for this unit for yourself. Remember, to become proficient in something, the average student needs to spend 2 to 3 hours for every hour in class working on course material. That means you should be working on this class between 9 and 14 hours per week. If you need the remediation assignment for Unit 6, you'll complete this EDIA assignment with this QR code. Go to the Unit 6 Rubric page on Canvas to do additional online practice for Unit 6 for extra credit or if you lose your packet. Here's your agenda and warm-up on this page. This is a calendar of what you should be doing each day. Write down thoughts about the warm-ups posted on the board at the beginning of each class. Get a stamp on the day we do the warm-up. If you are absent on one of the days, ask somebody what the warm-up was and put absent in the stamp box. This has been shifted one day, so we'll start factoring that next week on the 15th. So the first topic, make sure you take your pre-assessment. The next day, do your first cherry quiz and your next pre-assessment. And then the next cherry quiz and the third pre-assessment. And then remember, the 19th of November is the last day to turn in EDIA remediation assignments for chapters 1 through 3. So if you're one of those people that need to make up credits for the first or second 6 weeks, make sure you do that by the 19th. To get to those remediation assignments, again, you go to Canvas, you go down to the module that says Remediation Assignments and Test Prep. So you'll click on first 6 weeks remediation or second 6 weeks remediation, test 5 remediation, test 6 remediation, whichever one applies to you. So like first 6 weeks remediation, you click this link, do those problems on EDIA, and then you can get up to a 70 for the first 6 weeks. If you did not pass the second 6 weeks, you'll click this link and do that assignment. If you didn't pass test 5, you'll click on this link and do that assignment. And also, if you don't do so well in this unit, you could click on this link and do that assignment. Remember, second 6 weeks and first 6 weeks remediation will be due no later than the 19th of November, 2021. For those that got incomplete for one of those 6 weeks, you'll also need to go to the remediation course. If you look at courses, it has this, and you complete the assignments that are in the module that you need, either first 6 weeks or second 6 weeks. Here's what it would look like. So first 6 weeks remediation, you would complete these assignments for chapter 1, and then second 6 weeks, complete the chapter 2 assignments. Okay, to get to the assignments for Unit 6, you go to the Unit 6 module, Solving Quadratic and Square Root Equations, And you'll start here with the rubric and notes page. Your pre-assessments are under each of the parts. There's Unit 6 Part 1, Unit 6 Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. Once you complete those, it will place you in one of the cherry quizzes listed here. The only one that will show up for you is the one that it places you in. It will not show up until you complete and submit the pre-assessment. If you have any problems with working on the packet or the cherry quizzes or any questions in general about the unit, you'll click on the Unit 6 Review and Peer Tutoring page. Alright, so let's go to the Rubric and Notes page. On the Rubric and Notes page, we have the calendar. I'll update it as soon as we get to the end of Test 5. Here's the Unit 6 packet. Here's the rubric. If you would like to make a copy for yourself, you would click this link to make a copy of this Google document. Unit 6 Part 1 Solving. Here's your 4 levels and the topics for each. Remember, Level 1 is mostly Algebra 1 review, Unit 2 is supporting standards, and then Unit 3 is the main idea, the readiness standard, and then Level 4 is applying that and helping others. And then if you keep scrolling down, it has each of the other parts, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. Beneath that will be the teacher video notes. They're coming soon. And then if you want more details about the chapters in the book, you can also click these tabs above. So like 4.1 is all about solving quadratic equations. 4.2 is complex numbers. We have completed the square for 4.3. 4.4 is quadratic formula. 4.5 solving nonlinear systems. And then 4.6 quadratic inequalities. The most important section for this whole unit will be solving the quadratic equations. Once you click on the Unit 6 Review and Peer Tutoring page, it will contain student work and materials for the Test 6 review, and then post relevant questions and answers could get you extra credit. So if you're a Level 4 student, I expect you to post a resource that the other students can use with one of these 4 mediums. Either a Flipgrid, a review that has a key on it, a game review, or a slide presentation. If you're levels 1 to 3, I expect you to post your questions on here. Specific questions. Don't just say, how do you do number 1 in the packet? Say what that question is and where exactly are you not sure about how to do it. Are you sure about like the first step and maybe not the second step? Be specific about that. And then also look at the topic and see if there's any questions you could answer. Once you answer a question, that person that asked the question and the person that explained the answer will get some extra points for this unit. Also, for those Level 4 students that posted those resources, observe and evaluate those resources they gave you. For extra points, you want to post 2 positive comments and 1 improvement comment for someone's submission. So if you have any other questions about how to navigate Unit 6 with the rubric or any of the assignments, please let me know. Send me a question on Remind or ask me during class.